What is going on, brobats? Crobat for the win here today, bringing you a pretty awesome Wi-Fi battle versus Wilechase, or TehWilechase on YouTube. Yep, he is a pretty awesome channel, of course, but you probably all know that. I'm sure most of you don't live under a rock. Knock, knock, Patrick Star, wink, wink, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, I see that Greninja on his team. I thought he was really going to lead with it, so I actually decide to lead off with my Gardevoirs. He leads off with Ferrothorn. Not the best matchup. I do a Focus Blast, yes, but I don't want to risk it missing. I don't want to risk him setting up a Thunder Wave. With this in mind, I go into Talonflame, because I thought if he doesn't do that, he's definitely going to set up Stealth Rocks. Stealth Rocks are not a good thing for Talonflame, so I figured I may as well get it in before he potentially sets them up. And now I predict the Rotom to go in, so I go for the U-turn, which actually gets a pretty solid amount off. This is a Choice Banded Talonflame. I really like Choice Banded Talonflame. Then I go into Goodra, Tony Danza, who's the boss, by the way. Remember, guys, it's a time for love and a time for living. Take a chance and face the wind. Okay, now no more reciting the Who's the Boss theme song. We're going right back to the match. Goodra goes for Dragon Pulse. It really doesn't do all that much, just he goes for a Volt Switch. I get the impression that he's probably specialty defensive after that damage. It was not good damage at all. Good thing I carry Flamethrower on this Goodra. Maybe I should carry Fire Blast though, because it doesn't quite KO Ferrothorn. This is 252 special attack, modest Goodra with a Flamethrower. Doesn't even KO that Ferrothorn. It even bring it into red. Well, it gets the Leech Seed off. I'm gonna switch out because I'd rather not be Leech Seeded and have him be able to set up. And I also figure he's probably going to switch himself. I thought maybe into Greninja, so that's why I went into Gengar, because it's Scarf Gengar. I love Scarf Gengar. Get the T-Bolt off on that annoying thing, which is pretty cool. Now he goes into Lucario, which is pretty bad. I don't know this thing's moveset. I can almost guarantee it's Mega. I go into this thing hoping, because I'm physically defensive, maybe after his Swords Dance, I can maybe live an attack. He Megas up, now he gets adaptability, and he sets up a Swords Dance. Well, that's not certainly gonna end well for Rotom. Spoilers, it dies. Now you just have to watch it suffer a horrible punchy death to a close combat. Look how fast that HP goes down. Wow. That Lucario just absolutely obliterated Rotom-W. Wow. Alright, I go into Talonflame because I was like, oh, maybe he doesn't have extreme speed and he has Bullet Punch. Nope, he has extreme speed. Okay. That was fail. I really wish that I kept Talonflame, but now I have to go into Gengar because I have to hope he doesn't have the Bullet Punch. Thank God he doesn't. He knows I outspeed because I'm Choice Scarf, and he goes into Ferrothorn. With this in mind, I go for the Shadow Ball. I figured he probably would switch out, and I figured if he didn't switch out for whatever reason, Shadow Ball would probably do the most, other than Focus Blast, which we don't want missing. Anyways, he goes into Staraptor, which obviously is immune. That's kind of bad, of course. Have to switch out. I'm going to go into Ferrothorn. He's going to get the U-turn off. Free Hugs is the name of that Ferrothorn, because it gives free hugs. It might be spiky, but that's why it doesn't have any friends. This Ferrothorn is looking for friends, you see. It's trying to find buddies who'll just give him a hug when he wants one. It's also out there this thing's also out there trying to find a boyfriend, of course. If there are any takers, be sure to comment. I mean, I don't know who'd want to marry a Ferrothorn, though. Anyways, he does go into Lucario, and I switched to Gengar, predicting the close combat. He gets the Shadow Claw off, which is going to be the nail in my coffin. That's awful. Unfortunately, it dies. But I go into Gardevoir because this thing's also Choice Scarf. I love running Scarf Gardevoir. This thing's pretty awesome. I get the, I think I went for Focus Blast. Yeah, I went for Focus Blast. And his Rotom lives it just a little. I don't want to risk missing. No. Focus Blast was going to miss. I know it would have missed there. Unfortunately, he gets the rest off, which is pretty bad. I was kind of hoping he wouldn't. But really, this Rotom isn't that threatening. Here, I go for the Flamethrower with Tony Danza. So I thought maybe he'd switch in Lucario, predicting a Dragon Pulse or something like that. I don't even know what I was thinking there. Now I go for the Dragon Pulse, which is going to do some damage. And once again, this thing's clearly specially defensive. That's just, no, not going to be fun to deal with since it is specially defensive. I hope, though, that he just goes for something like Will-O-Wisp. This thing doesn't mind Will-O-Wisp and not rest again. Alright, great. He went for Will-O-Wisp just as I thought. This thing has no physical attacks, and it's Assault Vest. it's gonna die to pretty much anything from that Lucario anyways. Not really a big deal. I just hope to get this Rotom out of the way. If I could just get that out of the way, I'd be in a lot better place right now. Alrighty, and I actually do take it out, while Goodra Tony Danza lives with 67 HP, and yes, he does send in that Lucario, goes for the close combat, wasn't gonna try to do any funny things, he just get the gooey off on him, maybe it'll be, something, I don't know. So, Tony Danza unfortunately goes down. Oh well, he took his chance, faced the wind, I don't know, whatever jokes I could make. I go into Gardevoir, because Gardevoir is awesome. I predicted his switch into Gengar, go for the Psychic, end up taking that thing out. So that's pretty awesome, and I got an extra KO, that's certainly a good thing. I could have gone for Moonblast, but nope, I predicted that decently well. Now I had to stay in because I couldn't switch out to Ferrothorn. You just couldn't at this point. Unfortunately, he's Scarved too, so that is not going to help Gardevoir. It goes down. All I have left is Ferrothorn, which has no way of super effectively hitting this, or even neutrally hitting that Staraptor. So that's going to kind of be a good game once this thing finally KOs it. I'm going to get a Thunder Wave off on it, maybe hoping somehow I could Parahax it to death and maybe make it a 1-0 versus Lucario. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Lucario would have just jumped on in there and hit Ferrothorn with a close combat. Not really a big deal. Brave Bird does end up KOing the second time as he does get through Paralyze. Once again, Lucario would have only KO'd anyways. Not really that big of a deal. So that is a good game, Wilechase. Pretty fun one. I liked some of the pokes I used, and I thought some of the ones you used were obviously cool since half our team were the same. Yeah. So anyways, we have a question of the day. How do you feel about Insta-Check dying? Well, my honest opinion is that it's a sad thing. And you can flame this video all you want because I'm saying that. The only reason why is because I barely have time to upload videos. I'm an extremely busy person. And you know, being able to scan eggs was the easiest thing. No, I'm not in support of people who use the battle analyzer thingy. I mean, I never would use something like that. But to be honest, I'd rather encounter one of those people out of 100 in a battle and still have Insta-Check than that one person not being able to use it. I mean, think about it. What person would honestly, of dignity, use that? Any person who uses that, you've already beaten, morally. But that's all that counts. Alright, anyways, that's pretty much it for today, brobats. Be sure to rate, comment, subscribe if you liked this video. Mean a whole lot if you did. Well, I got a couple of other battles below that were pretty good matches, so be sure to go check them out. Alrighty, well, once again, rate, comment, subscribe, brobats, and peace out.